YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, December 2nd. We're talking college hoops now, and for some reason, we got some games that started again early, randomly. Like, it's not even noon. There's games happening on Tuesday. Don't they know the holiday's over? Go back to work. What are we doing? So we're skipping those, obviously. We're going to start with the 6 o'clock, that normal schedule when normal people watch basketball, not noon. What are you doing? Anywho, I digress. So we're going to break these games down. Spreadsheet, know what to do. Took these plays yesterday, 1 and 2. Villanova crushed, UAB lost, and they scored 139 points. So what can you do? You're gonna have to. It was a short day. It was like we found some things, but yeah, they didn't do their job. Whatever. So if you want the plays typed out for every sport, or you want access to the spreadsheets, you got to go check out Better Base. Simple as that. Easy peasy. So 51 games on the slate. We're going to look at somewhere in this video. I'll drop a challenge question. I'll just pop it in there for you real quick. But other than that, drop a comment. Obviously, you want to be entered into the drawing is on Friday. Obviously, that's what we're doing. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to the first game right now. All right, first game was George Washington Army. The game's already on, so obviously we're going to skip that. But here's the thing: if you want to look at it, you can. Cool. Moving on, UC Martin, Charleston Southern starts at noon. Obviously, not playing this one. There you go. Anyways, first real game is going to be Penn State Campbell. That's going to be the nighttime slate. So let's get ready to cancel those two games out nicely. All right, so we move on. We can see starting at 6. What do we like here? Do we like anything in this one? It's Penn State by 13.5. I don't love Penn State's defense. I don't like it at all. They're 7-1, but their defense is kind of scary. How are you supposed to win when you can't stop the other team from scoring? And Campbell's actually, they're below average, but they're not bad. So I don't know if I like Penn State at home by this much. They are winning their games by 11. They're actually winning their games by 3. It's in Penn State, so this I don't know. They can score though. Penn State can score. I feel this is a pass. That's my first instinct is pass. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move on. I can't trust that defense. So move on to the next group, which can be Bryant and Stonehill. And this game is disgusting outside of Bryant's 3-point defense. They don't let you hit threes. The hand in the face. Good luck. Stonehill can't do anything, right? Except rebound. That's the only thing they can do. Not messing with that. Binghamton versus Lehigh. Same story. This looks like a crunchy leak. You step on and get that nice crisp, crackly crunch. That's what this looks like. I don't want that. We're looking for winners, not leaves around here. So, Michigan State. Yeah. You just saw the news that I believe it was Izzo just announced he's going to retire at the end of this year. So that news came out yesterday. I believe that was him. Let me make sure that was him. Make sure I didn't just read that. Izzo retiring. Is that right? It's on Twitter. I don't know if it's true or not, but some people are posting it. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if I believe it or not. I don't know. I don't know. So he's going to retire soon anyway. So anyway, but you see the team 7-0, number 7, 1-7, lots of sevens. You can see the playing Iowa, who's also 7-0 with a 7-game winning streak. Look at Iowa. Good job, guys. Iowa men's basketball isn't really known for basketball, but the women's are. Let's see. Where's the Iowa line? What is this line going to be? Any idea? Any guesses? It's going to be Michigan State's 5.5. 5.5. 120 v 224. That's pretty much your game. They're above average. They're below average. Everything else is kind of just leading Michigan State. This is them at home, 5.5. It's in East Lansing, and Iowa does not do fast breaks. They're very slow. They struggle with blocks and steals. Michigan State looks like a complete team. Give me Michigan State 5.5. I'm gonna ride with that one. Give me Mich State minus 5.5. I'll trust that one. Let's keep it moving. From Michigan State, we're going to Syracuse now. Syracuse versus Tennessee. It's in Syracuse, but Syracuse has issues from 3. They can't shoot. Both teams defend well from the 2. Tennessee's a little bit better overall. Yeah, I think I like Tennessee here on the road. If it's less than 10, I'll take Tennessee. Hell, it needs to be less than 5, really. Ideally, can I get underdog? Can I get an underdog Tennessee team? I would love that, if possible. Tennessee, 7.5, plus 104. Rating wise, Syracuse is 4-3. Tennessee's doing good. I think I'll take Tennessee on the road. Yeah, they're playing good enough to where this is going to be an issue. Syracuse is having issues already this year. Both teams are not fast break teams. You can see, yeah, give me Tennessee. I'll rock with that. So we're going to go 10 minus 7.5, 7.5, not 7.4. That doesn't work for us. Change for Syracuse. We're going to South Alabama. Defense wins, defense wins, defense wins, defense wins. This is a double defense game, a double D game, if you will. We're talking defense here, mine out of gutter. So let's talk South Alabama. Where we go, South Alabama, 137. Do we hit below that? We are currently at 145 to 126. Damn, and they're very slow. I know we're in the range, but I still want to take this under because the defenses are too good. Like, we are some serious good defenses here, and then a really slow pace on top of it, and both teams are pretty much ball hogs. They don't want to assist. Yeah, let's rock it under in this one. Like the under 137.5. I'm down for that. Under 137. Give me a low scoring game, guys. Thanks. From there, we got at UNC Asheville versus UNC Greensboro. Battle for UNC, and we got City v City. Ew, what do we have in this one? This is going to be clearly Asheville. Asheville looks like the better team. It's in Asheville too, so 5.5 for Asheville. I like that too. The fact it's 90 v 247, 77 v 91, 291. Clearly this versus this, same this, all this is the same, except they are very slow for a reason. They are very average at being bad. So I'm gonna take Asheville, but trust this too. UNCA minus 5.5. You can give me these low spreads. I'm liking it. I'm liking this, especially for the home teams. Thank you very much. Love that. Defense is going to shut down their offenses. They should be able to score. That should be a 6-point differential right there. And being at home, that's worth at least 2-3 points by itself. So, Kennesaw versus Jackson State. Kennesaw should win this game easily because Jackson State, they're out there, they're trying, but they ain't good. So, Kennesaw is very fast at scoring, but they give a lot of points because all they are fat, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what they want to do. They want to run. Clearly, 28 and that, 6 in rebounds. They're like, hey, let's go. We got to go. So this is going to be heavy Kennesaw. Hell, maybe Kennesaw team total. Kennesaw 14.5. They're winning their games by 6. That ain't that good. You're losing your games on the road by 40, 30, 34. What is that math? 30, yeah, you add 34 to this, you get 93. So yeah, 34-point differential. Last 5, they're losing their games in general just by, yeah, a lot of points. 36. Yeah, if Kennesaw can't win at home by more than like 15, we got problems here, guys. Kennesaw minus 14.5, which that's what 5 straight games with plays. What the hell? All right. Next group. Now, it doesn't happen often, but I literally want 5 straight plays in that last one. All favorites, too, which is a little scary as well. But mostly home team, which is nice. The only one was on the road is, no, it wasn't spreads. One was an under. Forgive me, one's an under. So 4 spreads and an under, 1 road game, 3 favorites at home. So I'm okay with that. Moving to the next group of 10, we started with George Mason, and we go here. Cornell likes to score points, don't they? Yes. In the last 5, they're averaging 98 points per game. They're very fast. This is completely who controls the pace. They're both good teams. If Cornell controls the pace, they win easily. If George Mason controls the pace, they win, I think. That's how this game's going to work. Simple as that. So, this is going to be a pass. I'm just going to see what the line is. Because I assume it's George Mason, but I could be wrong. Cornell. Yeah, 10.5. So, yeah, I'm gonna pass on this because I don't know what could happen. So many things that happen in this game. We're gonna move on from that one. So, Mercer versus Georgia State. Clearly, Mercer is good in some areas. That cancels out. 3rd worst, 4th worst, whatever you want to call it, shooting. 40% is just terrible versus that. That's Mercer. That's Mercer. That's kind of close to Mercer. That's definitely Mercer. This is all Mercer. If it's Mercer less than, if it's Mercer single digits, probably take Mercer. 10.5. Ugh. They're winning their games by 1. Home, they're winning their games by 21. Georgia State's losing their games on the road by 22. The last 5, they're losing by 8. They're 1-7. They're not good. Lost 4 in a row. Bruh. So, Mercer 10.5. Huh? I don't trust their defense, though. That defense is, they're giving up points because both teams are going to run. This could be a higher scoring game. I'm going to pass. I don't love this one. I love the other ones, but this one, I'm not loving it. Just the same McDonald's, and I'm not loving it. North Florida, we've taken them a couple times this year for overs because they like to score. I knew that was coming. Boom, over. But they're 2-5, but damn it, they're fast and they're probably fun to watch too. So 26 versus 306, same story. Who controls the pace? That's going to win the game for you. So I'm going to move on. From North Florida, we got Jacksonville, then Butler. Jacksonville. Oh, my eyes. What's that SpongeBob meme? It's my eyes. So much red. Oh, Butler. There we go. Okay, got it. Oh, it's just, oh man, too much. That's better. Yellows are better than reds, but Butler probably, but this isn't really standing out screaming, take a side. All this is the same. This has a 3-point advantage. That's about it, but not much. I'm not taking that. Oh, East Carolina versus Maryland Eastern Shore is better off. Maryland Eastern Shore's already played 10 games. How have you played 10 games already? Like a 30-game season. We just hit December. March Madness is still 4 months away, so Guys, they're gonna have some big breaks coming up here soon, probably, I would assume. East Carolina is just terrible. Let's see. East Carolina's easier to look up, probably. Let's see. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? There they are. ECU, with these terrible ass numbers, are still 12.5-point favorites at home. Now, this could be a get right game for them because maybe they struggle. Maybe they play some beast teams. They're 2-5. Who knows? I can't bet on teams. I can't. I can't. Offense, offense. If your offense was good, I might consider Eastern Shore maybe cover the plus, but I might still consider them cover the plus, but not right now. Not right now. Charlotte versus NC AT&T Wireless. They're about the same at 39 v 170. That's double offense. Pushes, a little bit of offense here. That's the same. Nothing stands out. We're passing. From Charlotte, we're going to Rhode Island. Rhode Island versus Brown. Cancels. Cancels. Defense, 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 defense. Cancels. Don't love that. I'm not loving this one either. Move on. Duquesne and Dayton. Duquesne. A lot of offense in twos versus that, so they should be able to hit layups very nicely. That cancels. That kind of cancels. That leaves that definitely takes advantage. Bill and Mary 7-2. They both have high pace. Over is on the menu. Let's go look at our over for this one. So we want to go for UQ 169. That is a high one. Currently we're at 176 and 149. 169 feels high. I'm saying that right now. That feels a little high. If it was like 159, absolutely, I'll take it. But 169, they get a lot of possessions. They're very fast pace. So I'm gonna pass. Damn, why they gotta be the 170 range? That's too much. That's too much. Or if they hit 90s, that might be better, but can't do it. Can't do it. Let's go to Dayton. Dayton right there versus ETSU. ETSU's playing pretty good. They're 6-1, 5 in a row. Dayton is 6-3. They've had a little bit of troubles. You see their stats. They can hit threes, but they can't make their twos. 50% per two versus that defense. No thanks. I don't care who you're playing. No, can't do it. So that's the end of that group. All right, so that group had absolutely nothing. There was a few we could have took if we really wanted to be crazy, but we left those alone out of abundance of caution, maybe. I don't know. There was some we could have took. So moving on, next group, we have 1, 2, 3 groups left. 10, 10, and 11. So start off. Providence is up next. Providence is 4-5. They're not a good team offensively. They struggle to score. They are the slowest team in the country when it comes to pace. Just 365. They're terrible at shooting, at scoring points because they're so slow. Number one, they don't turn the ball over though. That's good. But there's too much red here. This game's disgusting. We're not playing this. We're moving on. South Kakalaki, then Wake Forest. So South Kakalaki versus Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech does not want to do any hoops. Even though they're 6-3, they're playing very below average on a lot of things. South Carolina's playing well on a lot of things. 50 v 328 your game. That's all they right there. That's South Carolina. But this right here is worth 10 points by itself. So where be South Kakalaki on this list? Because I think this is going to be South Caro 1.5 at home. Yeah, give me South Carolina at home. I see everything I need to see with this one. So SCAR minus 1.5. Absolutely. I will take that one. I said minus 1.5. Give me that. Thank you. I will take that because of this right there. Everything else, yeah, don't care. This is in Columbia too. Yeah, South Carolina wins by double digits probably. They should. They should win by double digits. We'll see. From there, we go on Wake Forest. The Forest of Wake versus Oklahoma. They're all about the same. Terrible 3-point defense, average. That versus that leans Wake Forest. It is in Winston-Salem, so potential ratings are about the same. That versus that, those can't slot. It should be Wake Forest by like a few points if you want to. I don't love it though, but you never know. Wake 4.5. Do we trust Wake 4.5 at home? I think I do. I can see it because 4.5's, basically a coin flip game. You're getting a couple points for home court, but then you're like, is this right here? Are these numbers worth a couple points? That versus that, maybe. Pace-wise, defense, they give up more points. Last 5, they're winning by 15. They're winning by 13. This is a good game. I'm going to leave it off. You could take it if you want to, but I'm going to leave it alone. Pitt versus A&M. 3. Yep. That's A&M. That's A&M. You can hit threes, but you're not that good at hitting threes. 12 v 15. This should be A&M easily, right? One would think. Hits. A&M is 3.5 on the road at Pitt. With the way Pitt's shooting, even at home, they're barely shooting 50%. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. So I'm gonna take A&M on the road because I think the team like A&M can score. Like now, I'm concerned. They've had 2 road games and they're shooting 42% on the road from 2, 34 from this. I'm a little concerned, but they can put up points though. 79 on the road. I lean A&M. Man, I don't like the way the road numbers look, but I don't like your home numbers either. So You would think teams play better at home, but hell, they play about the same no matter where they are. Slightly better from three. The ratings are slightly better. Defense slightly better. It's just, ugh. Give me A&M. I'll trust. We'll trust A&M. TAMU. TAMU. TAMU minus what? Do I say 3.5? Yeah, I'll trust 3.5. Minus 3.5. Yep. 6-2. Let's do that. Move from Pitt. We're going to Duke. Duke. Where's they at? Duke versus Florida. All right, so Duke's at home. Florida's on the road. Florida plays still fairly decent on the road. They're 0-1. So, and this one might have been a neutral site because if you were listed as a neutral as a away team, we'll see. I don't know if they've even played a road game yet. So, well, and I'm not going to look it up. We're going based on numbers. Duke versus this. We go last 5 rankings overall and just see that both teams are good. Florida's been struggling a little bit from the 2. I say struggle because they used to be higher, but now they're only 150. This is Duke by how much? Duke is nasty. Let's see. Duke 8.5 at home. Do we trust 8.5 Duke in Durham? Do we trust them there? I think we do probably. So 67% is nasty shooting versus that defense, that versus that. That leaves Florida. Everything else is D's. It's all D's except for the one thing on 3-point defense. 8-0. Duke's gonna steamroll teams, I think. It's gonna be kind of nasty for Duke. Like, go ahead and book Duke. Like, if you get a ticket for Duke, wait for them to lose a game, but then grab them for like national champion. If you feel like tying money up for 4 months, you could do that. I think I'll take Duke minus 8.5. I think it's gonna be one of them games. I don't think Florida's the same Florida we saw last year. Obviously, they're not. They're a different team, but I don't think they're gonna. They're 15th right now, but I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. I'm not loving it. Duke though. Duke. Drake is up next. Started from the bottom, right over here, and everything looks about the same. Nothing's really staying like that. Leans Drake. That leans Drake defense. Nothing I want to take, though. We're going to pass on that. Tulane and then Long Island. So we got Tulane. Ew, disgusting. The only thing we have here is fast break and then maybe some scoring from 2 versus 240, so 56%. That leaves Tulane a little bit, but then your defense is so bad, Tulane, I can't back you on this. So no. Then Long Island, the Long Island, really. The Sharks. Yeah, the Sharks. Yeah, versus Winthrop. Winthrop's a better team. This game is in Brooklyn, though, so Winthrop can score. I could trust Winthrop on the road with a low spread. Winthrop, 5.5-point spread is I was hoping for lower or even a dog, but we didn't get that. So, yeah, it's a lot of Winthrop. Winthrop just looks good. They can score. Their defense is matching up nicely. It's like they're below average defensively, but they're below average offensively. So it kind of cancels out. They're great. If you're green, means you're great. Against red means bad. So yeah, ADV one. This is right. This is the spread right here. If they hit their 57 or on the road 49, still that's 5. You're averaging 49 and 5 away games. Damn, that's low. I can't trust teams shooting that poorly on the road. I just can't do it. I can't. I don't have to, and I refuse to. Nay, I shall not do it. Rutgers versus Purdue. Oh my God. Purdue by 30. Shall we? Purdue. 14.5. Let's see. That versus that's a push, actually, surprisingly. They can't score versus them. Purdue struggles to score on the road anyway. Now, they only play one road game, and that road game was in Tuscaloosa. So, okay, that's a little, that was the game played against Bama, I think. So, yeah. So at home they do this, but against Bama they still manage to score 49 points because they tall, they big. 1v. Yeah, I think Purdue 14 has to play here. I'm going here. Purdue. I'm not worried about. You see that I'm not scared of Rutgers at all. So minus 14.5. And let's move on to North Texas, which is right. That's North Illinois. Damn it. North Texas cancels, close, cancels, not close. Some lean Texas. There's too much. Just nothing stands out. Don't love that. Let's move on to the next group. Okay, that block we were able to pull out 4 plays, 4 additional plays. So that gives us what 9 plays now. I like it, and I got a lot of big games too. Surprisingly, normally I don't have this many big games, but today I actually do. Believe it or not. So we get rid of that. Let's get rid of the trash we didn't take. Goodbye. That leaves 2 blocks left. We move on to the next block, which is Wagner and Maryland. And let's go ahead and scroll on down to Maryland. And let's see, okay. Maryland, what are you guys doing? That is disgusting. I don't care who you're playing. That's nasty. Wagner might beat you because if they just go on fire from 3, good luck. Can't trust. Can't. Oh, disgusting. No. Let's see. Where are we going from Maryland? We're going Murray State and Bradley. So we got Murray, cancels, leans Murray, cancels, ties, cancels. Nothing I want. Nope, I'm good. Yeah, 5 and 3, 3, 5. No, I'm good. Bradley versus Washington State. Offense, 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 offense. This is an over if we can get a good line on the over. So let's go ahead and look for a Bradley. Bradley, and that's going to be 151. Can we rock a 151? They're coming out to 160 and 156. So yeah, we'll take the over 151 in the Washington State Bradley game. So over 151.5. If they shoot like they've been shooting, they'll be good. Even Washington State still hitting, like they dropped a good bit, but they're still at 51.6 on the road, 44 from three. Hell, they're better at three on the road than they are at home. How's that? But whatever. Yeah, so give me the over. Let's move on. Arkansas State. Arkansas State. That versus that, that versus that. Chop. Defense here, potentially. I don't love this one. We're going to move. Northern Illinois, then Marquette. Northern Illinois. Ew, my God. Disgusting. No, not a chance. Marquette. Let's see. Yeah, that leans Marquette. That leans Marquette. That leans Valpo. Let's see. No. 18 for that. That's Valpo all day. That's Valpo. That's Valpo. I ain't trust a Valpo on the road. Marquette's 4-4. That feels wrong. That feels dirty. They shouldn't be like that. Baylor versus Sacramento. Cancels. Leans defense. Cancels. Push. No. Sac State is 4-5. They're playing the same numbers as Baylor. Baylor's going to be favored by a lot. No. No thanks. Let's see. From Baylor, we're going Loyola, Chicago right here. Nope, that's Oklahoma State. You want Chicago. Thank you. Damn Loyola. What happened? You can hit threes, you can defend a two, but everything else you just gave up on. You don't do nothing on. This is Central Michigan by like at least 10 easy. So Central Michigan. It's plus 6.5 at Loyola. With these numbers, Central Michigan plus 6.5. Give me Mich. See, I don't care. I don't care what they know or who's doing what. Give me Central Michigan plus 6.5. I can't sit back and just watch that happen. No, not a chance. There's too many good numbers here. So damn, Loyola. It's terrible. Oklahoma State versus Sam Houston. Too much green. I don't know if I read to cancel anything else, so everything's about the same. Can't really do it. And then Kansas and UConn. Oh my God, what a game. Is UConn not played a true road game yet? Well, I guess not. First time. We don't take games where you are 8 games in the season. You have not had one yet? All right, that's cool. I'm not taking it. Move on. Next block. All right, last block of game is 11 games. In that previous block, we had 2 additional plays added to the list. So, and 2 good ones, I think. 2 really good ones. We get rid of the other 8 we didn't take. And then we leave 11 left, starting with Grand Canyon. And we got them versus Stetson, and nothing's really standing out. Cancels. Yeah, I don't want this one. No, doesn't look good. Why can't I get more like that Loyola one? That was some nice breakdown. Pepperdine versus Abilene Christian. Way too much red on the screen. Way too much red. Can't trust that. Oh, Creighton versus Nichols. Creighton is obviously good at some things. Creighton, what's your spread? What's your spread, guys? Creighton. 18.5 is a little much, I think, because they're only winning their games by 9. They're losing theirs by 11. So we got an 18 spread? No. I mean, they're not good, but they're so slow of a team. I don't know if they're going to get up to an 18-point differential. So they were faster, maybe, but they just aren't. So Ole Miss versus Miami. Ole Miss, some things happened there in the past few days. So who knows? I'm sure the fans are going to have some signs and things to focus on outside of the game itself. So I don't, and everything's too close. There's nothing really standing out here. So we did Ole Miss, Florida State versus Georgia. Offense. Let's see Georgia a little bit. Exact same 3-point percentage. Anything else standing out? No, I don't want to touch that. Too close on things. Notre Dame versus Missouri. This is Missouri all day. Notre Dame is struggling. This is Mizzou. This is in South Bend, so we got to give some points away from Missouri here. So let's go find that line. What's that line be? What that line be at? There it is. I'm taking Missouri plus 2.5 on the road. We're going to trust this. We're going to trust some Mizzou. Mizzou plus 2.5. Plus 2.5, not 25. I'd love to get Missouri plus 25. That would be nice. Let's go Mizzou, M-I-Z-Z-O-U, plus 2.5. Yeah, 8v148. I mean, everything, it's all Missouri logos except for turnovers. Yeah, it's Missouri. Show me. You're 8-0 for a reason. Is it a legit 8-0? We'll see. Kentucky versus North Carolina. What a game. What a game. It's in Lexington, so, oh my God. Let's see, just from the numbers itself, and the fact they haven't had a true road game yet, so probably a neutral site shenanigans, but still, The first true road game, we don't take this at all because one is too good. We don't know how good they are. I would still lean Kentucky because it's home, just like I would lean the other team that was hadn't like UConn versus. Road games are road games in college for a reason. They're hard. They ain't easy. Oregon is just not playing hoops this year. USC is not playing bad. They're 7-0. Damn, USC and they're right now. I just realized. Okay, see you. 1.5 on the road. Yeah, I'll take USC on the road 1.5. Yeah, I don't mind these road teams if it's like clear cut one team's better or something. Like Oregon's bottom 10 when it comes to 2 point defense. USC's average. They're above average. They're bright yellow. It's above average. So 52 that versus that. Yeah, this is I can trust USC minus 1.5 here. It makes sense enough for me to invest in USC. So bounce on to Nevada. Come back here. Nevada versus UC San Diego. See, this should be UC San Diego. They can score. They can't hit shots, but they defend well. They do when they can't. So this should be San Diego at 7-0. UC San Diego Tritons. They're plus 5.5. Give me that. Thank you. So it's gonna be UCST plus 5.5. I will trust that because Nevada is not doing well defensively and they can't hit twos. So Cal against Utah. Everything's too close here. You see that, nothing standing out. Lastly is going to be Loyola Marymount versus St. Louis. And yeah, I would lean St. Louis here at 6.5, but again, road game, first true one. Can't mess with it. We're done data. So, all right, challenge question. We're keeping it real simple. We got two major games, which feel like two great games today. Pretty close spreads overall. I want to know, who do you think wins? Is it Kansas or Kentucky, or maybe Kansas or Carolina? UConn, Kentucky, or UConn, Carolina? Simple as that. Put your answer below, ABCD. If you're right, extra injury, you know how this works. All right, back to it. Let me go find our schedule for college. So there we go. Schedule, load them up. Tomorrow will be Wednesday already. And here's our Wednesday slate. We have anything good? We got Indiana playing, number 22, against Minnesota. Anything else good on here we like? Anybody ranked teams? Anymore? Ooh, Louisville, Arkansas, 6B25. Clemson, Bama. That was a good game a couple years ago. Let's see what we got. We got Iowa State. Alcorn. BYU versus Cal Baptist. Come on now. We can do better than that. Vandy, SMU, maybe. Auburn, NC State, maybe. All right, we got some decent ones. So I'll be back tomorrow. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know what you're playing. If you want the plays typed out in a nice list, you want access to the spreadsheets, or we're going to come join the chat, you know what you got to do. Go check out betterbay.com. It's all there for you. Also, don't forget to comment on the challenge question, and don't forget to comment period so you can get entered in the Friday drawing. So appreciate being here. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday for some more college hoops. Peace.